Yo, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a bit of a different video in Mechabellum. I've got this Smurf account that I've been using to play with my friends who are slightly lower level than me. And basically what I've been doing is trying to play games where I try to solve the problem as efficiently as possible. I'm gonna try and make this video like really educational. Just commenting on some common beginner mistakes that people make and talking through some of my choices. Okay, so let's look at the initial lineup here. I think Typhoon Specialist is really good and Giant Specialist is really good here. The preference is always to pick a starting specialist that has chaff, so crawlers and fangs, those are our chaff. And crawlers are considered better as a starting unit, so I will choose this specialist with this combination. Okay, so our opponent, he is an aerial specialist and he has sledgehammers and arc lights, right? Now he doesn't have chaff, right? And I think what's important for him here is probably marksman, right? But he might just go, yeah, he might just go Phoenix instead of marksman because he is aerial specialist. So as a beginner, one of the things you need to understand is what the opponent wants. You need to try and anticipate exactly or as accurately as possible to see what they want to do or achieve, right? So in this case, he's seeing that I've got no anti-air, so he's most likely going to buy aerial units. So to counter that, I have to try and guess what he's going to go. It's either going to be Phoenix or Wasps. If it is Wasps, then it's just hard luck for us. You just have to like kind of guess. But it won't be that big a loss because our marksman will sort of be able to deal with whatever he's doing. In the beginning, please just use the recommended formations. I've got a lot of experience playing the game and I know exactly how positioning works. I still want to do a guide on that one day, but yeah, for beginners, my recommendation is always to just use the recommended formation and then go from there. As you can see, he did decide to go for the Phoenix. I was right about that. Most likely I will lose my marksman and so I will lose the round. Yeah, that's fine. So there, my anticipation was correct, but I still wasn't able to win the round because he had two Phoenix on the right hand side and I only had one marksman and I didn't have enough chaff to distract. Early game, if you can build up your economy, it's better to, if there's nothing here that you're going to use immediately in the reinforcements, then just don't take it and take the money, right? I am actually thinking about the deployment module, but I don't really need it right now, so I'm gonna skip. Considering that, I need to look at what he's doing here. He's got absolutely no chaff, right? So in this scenario, you can choose to maybe add chaff to your composition, or you can just counter exactly what he's doing, right? So in this case, for me, I'm happy to just go more marksman to take down these sledges and then add some fangs. to help delay. So let's do that. And then I'm just gonna add another tarantula over here. Cool. He went for another set of phoenix. Is that all he did? He just bought another phoenix. Okay. Cool. So next round we'll basically do the same thing. We might get debuffed here. This is gonna be a problem. But he gets debuffed as well because he doesn't have a lot of chaff himself. So let's just look at his board here. The big mistake that he's making is that he hasn't. It's round 3, and he hasn't purchased any chaff at all. Right? Look at this. This is just sledgehammers, arc lights, and it's just protein phoenix. Right? So what that means is I can immediately start hitting his big units immediately, and you don't want that. You actually want to protect these units as much as you can because they're the ones who are going to do the damage for you, right? Effectively, he's using the sledgehammers and the arc lights as chaff, which is never a good idea. All right. When you're looking at your reinforcements, think about what units are going to help you immediately. In my case, I really like the saber-tooth here, so I'm going to take that. This is going to be an immediate help for me. I'm also going to put my saber-tooth over here because it will help clear on this side. And then literally going to do the same thing I did over here. Saber-tooths and tarantulas go really well together as a combination, so always keep that in mind. It's one of the reasons why I took it now. Let's see, is it like this? We'll promote these guys. Let me promote these guys maybe. Okay, see what he does. Okay, he also went for the saber-tooth. But once again, he's got no chaff to protect that saber-tooth, and so yeah, this is not good. Okay, so he did bring in some crawlers on the right hand side and on the left finally. But yeah, it just wasn't enough. Once again, there's a lot that I can do to this guy to win this game, but I'm not doing those things. I'm just sticking to the basics. Just reacting to what I'm seeing on the board, right? That's all I'm doing. When someone is pushing aggressively, always consider these spells. I would say sticky oil is really good here. I'm gonna take it. I don't like incendiary because it's only 1 round. Oil stays for 2 rounds. So yeah, that's really good. I'm gonna put another typhoon down here because there was some chaff problems. And then you can see he brought in the 2 crawlers on the sides here. You can also, to counter his crawlers, you can also just bring in your own crawlers, right? So we'll do that. Let's just have a look at what he's doing wrong here. There's a lot. So first off, he's got all of his strong units in front, right? And what that means is I will immediately start hitting them. Like they get targeted immediately. Whereas my units in the middle here, you can see they're protected by fangs and crawlers that will be coming in after them. I have to consider potentially protecting these guys here because they don't have any chaff around them, which I will do when I get a chance. I think I'm gonna end deployment there. Okay. Finally, he has realized that his chaff is no good, and he decided to bring in some fangs. And he has also taken field maintenance on his saber-tooth. Good choice, makes his units quite tanky, which I think is really good. Oil worked really well because it slowed down all his units. It's round 5. The thing you need to realize about supply enhancement, even though it looks good, you get extra 50 supplies, is that if the opponent doesn't take it, they will gain tempo. I wish there was an easy way to explain why tempo is important. All you need to know right now, it is very important. But if you're ahead in the game and you feel like you can take the risk, then supply enhancement is actually really, really good because you will have an economic advantage over your opponent within 3 rounds. Yeah. So let's just think, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna take it. And then what did we say? We need to protect these guys, right? So let's just do this. I'm just gonna put like fangs right there. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. It's better. And then always promote. When you promote a unit, it's as good as putting another one on the board. So yeah, it's always good. I'm not gonna get any tech yet. I haven't made that decision on my saber-tooths, but I will on my marksman get range. So let's do that. Okay, so he's got field maintenance on his sledgehammers. He's got field maintenance on his saber-tooths. Okay, so now we sort of have a good idea of what his composition is. This tarantula is dying on the left here. I'm actually considering giving him like range. Also, tarantulas aren't great at a chaff clear, to be honest. Did he get range on them? Oh, he hasn't. Okay. So now, we got a problem. Right, he's got all of these really tanky units on the board. We need a way to clear them. Now the game gives us a reinforcement. It's saying the game thinks that these reinforcements will be sort of decent against what I'm facing over here. Maybe. I mean, I can take anything here. I don't think the rate is good because it's countered by the Phoenix. But I think any of these 3 are really good. My choice here would be the Fortress because Fortresses are really good against everything that he has on his board here. And we'll be able to get a shield, which will protect all of our units, right? His chaff clear is not very good, and when that happens, what you can do is you can make things more difficult for him by improving your chaff, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click loose formation here. I'm gonna upgrade this guy. I'm gonna upgrade this guy, and then maybe we do 2 more sets of. these, and then we get some defense enhancement. So we can make our units nice and tanky, right? What did he do? Okay, he took the Vulcan. He's going heavy into the... into Phoenix. Not a bad idea. Probably because he has quantum reassembly. He's now also got range on them. But did you see the massive difference just bringing in the fortress and the crawlers made? I think that's pretty good. It's not over yet, bro. It's not over yet. Okay. We could do extended range fortress, but it weakens our fortresses. Kind of strengthens them in a way. Because they'll be able to hit the units faster. But yeah, I'm gonna skip. And then since he's committing so hard to the Phoenixes, I'm just gonna get aerial specialization. I wouldn't get this stick if I didn't think that he was gonna mass Phoenix. But yeah, he is, so yeah, I'm gonna take it. He has now started bringing in more fangs, which is good. I'm gonna get the shield on the fortress. It's a barrier in this case, and then it's round 7, so I'm gonna use range enhancement and high mobility. Actually, I'm not gonna use high mobility because I don't need to get on him faster. So just gonna be range, and I'm gonna loan because I do want some more chaff. Specifically around my fortress because I want to protect it. I'm just gonna put it here, and that's that. Maybe promote this guy, and that's the end of it. Okay, he's gone oil and incendiary, and he's doing a wasp plan. Okay, that's fine. It didn't really work because they just followed my units. Just so you know, aerial specialization not only increases range against aerial units, but also increases damage. So yeah, that's all good. Okay, let's analyze. Let's analyze. Yeah, I think big problem for him is that yeah, before he had the Vulcans, he didn't have really good chaff clear. He only had the 3 arc lights, which weren't great. And then good choice on the field maintenance for the Sabertooth, but I don't think it was good on the Sledgehammers because it did the same thing, right? The reason you get field maintenance is to have a nice, bulky, strong unit on the board that will help protect and shield against your, I don't want to say carries, but your damage dealers, right? So these Phoenix were his damage dealers. Here you can see this Phoenix over here was a level 4 and was doing the most damage. And so he needed to protect them, and he could do that. He could have done that with Sabertooths. He didn't need to bring in the Sledgehammers. He could just bring in more Sabertooths and take them up, right? Could have gotten range, could have gotten double shot. So many things he could have done here. What else? Yeah, he didn't buy chaff in the beginning, so he was always behind on chaff, right? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sets of chaff. And he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I had 4 more chaff units than him. And I tick on my chaff. So that's one of the reasons why I always kept tempo in this game. I think the Vulcan was a really good choice because he did see how much chaff I had on my board, which was a lot. So they would help clear that. And I see here at the end he put portable shield on his fangs. Actually, not a bad idea. Because my chaff clear isn't that great. All I really have are these typhoons. But yeah, they also did a great job. Very underutilized unit. It's one of my favorite specialists and one of my favorite units. Yeah. Also, another mistake I see here he made is that he took improved wasp, but never bought any wasps. I don't understand that. Like, why are you taking a reinforcement and not using it, right? Just use it. Don't. If you see a reinforcement and you're not going to use it that round, there's a 90% chance that it's not good for you. Maybe later on it'll be good. And it's a good investment, but it also gives away what you're doing, right? I wasn't paying attention to what specialists he chose, so that's my fault. Should have been doing that, but also because I was explaining in game as to what I was doing. And then lastly, this wasp flank. So one of the reasons why I like to put my crawlers 3 blocks away from the edge is specifically for this reason, right? So what will happen is with this positioning, when there are crawlers here, they will distract these wasps, right? And the further away they are from the wasps, the longer it takes the wasps to start eating them, right? But they will distract them. So you need to know that when these wasps spawn, they will follow the crawlers and they will run into the units that are over here. So when you do this flank, you need to ensure that you strengthen this part, the opposite side, in order to ensure that you actually have a very strong push, because that's the point of a flank, right? Is to distract all these units back here so that the units in front can push forward into the tower and get the kill. Great idea, but just not well executed. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next camp. I think I'm only gonna do maybe 3 games in this segment. Just analyzing or some of the basic mistakes people are making, and giving advice. I also really wish I could give back the MMR to these guys because I'm assuming I'm gonna win all of these games. But yeah, I don't like doing this. I don't condone smurfing at all. It's not something that I like doing. So this is really just for educational purposes. Chess.com does this really cool thing where you can actually give back when a professional plays against people and he's doing it for educational purposes. You can apply to give back those people their MMR or ELO. I wish I could do that here. Okay, so I chose Stormcaller Fang because it is one of the best starting compositions. It's only second to Stormcaller and Crawlers. I would say this is the second best. And then what I realized is I gave the advice to use the recommended formation and then I didn't. So I'm gonna do that this game. So let's see what he's got here. He's got some big units. No chaff yet. I like starting with crawlers here, so I'm just gonna go for that. And then let's see what is recommended as a formation here. I like this one. Let's do this one. This is very close to what I would do. So I'm just gonna use it. Let's give him a greetings. So you're thinking, oh, but you don't have any chaff clear and you don't have any high DPS units. Actually, Stormcallers are really high DPS and they do really well here. It might have been better for me to to get some marksmen, but they also do a lot of damage to the sledgehammers. So yeah, let's just let them do their magic. I might lose the round because I don't have any high DPS units, but let's see. No, he debuffed me. Okay, we won. Yeah, so all I did there is make sure that I've got enough chaff to distract what he has here. To distract, and then while they were distracting, it's just the Stormcallers doing their work. I really like the Scorpion here because it's very good against the sledgehammers. Which means all I really need to focus on is clearing these crawlers, right? So I will bring in some arc lights. And then... what do I want here? I think I want some more crawlers. The reason I want crawlers here is because he's way behind on the chaff war, so I'm just gonna keep bringing in chaff and win that way. If he does introduce new threats, I'll respond to whatever he puts on the board. Actually, not a bad composition, just the positioning is not ideal. He doesn't have really good chaff clear besides the sledgehammers. Sledgehammers are not good at clearing chaff, so I would not recommend that. Let's see. Okay, so he went for the wasps. Good call, because all I have for anti-air is fangs. Okay, so the Scorpion did his job because this guy brought in more sledgehammers. So we just need ways to take down the sledgehammers and the wasps. I like Underground Threat here. It's one of the best spells. Let me put it down in this corner. I'm gonna use it aggressively. Actually, I might use it defensively. Let's use it defensively. On the side. And then we have to think about these wasps. We could get a wasps of our own. We could bring in some more fangs. We could bring in mustangs. Actually, I'm just gonna bring in the mustangs because they go really well with the Stormcallers. I mean, with the scorpions. And then I'm also gonna add some more fangs on the side just to protect and kind of like distract. Yeah, upgrade this and then maybe bring in more crawlers. I think it's crawlers. Yeah, let's do some crawlers over here. Okay, so he's gone range on his sledgehammers. So when we bring in more scorpions, we just need to get range on them. Did he get range on his marksman as well? No, only his sledgehammers, right? So we need to remember to get range on our scorpion so that we can hit those tanks nicely. Absorption module and amplifying core are both great on scorpions. Yeah, I think I will take the amplifying core and put it over here and then get range on them. Right, so since these crawlers on the left here helped so much, I'm gonna put another set on the side. I have to think. What do we use this last 100 resources for? I think we get defense enhancement. It's probably best. I don't want to get the upgrade on the or the promotion on the Stormcaller as yet. That was the other choice, by the way. And then who do we put the amplifying core on? This one or this one? I think it's this one. No, let's do it. Let's do it on the outside. Okay, he brought in more wasps. Okay. Interesting. Our very first volley killed them. That's hilarious. Okay. I think I'm gonna bring in a scorpion on the left here. This side is weak. Oh, smoke bomb, laser sights, or underground threat. I'm gonna do something interesting here. I'm gonna go in underground threat. It's a really cool trick. And I'm gonna go replicate my crawlers. And then just put down a Stormcaller on the left here. Like this. Put a set of fangs down. Same as what I have on this side. Right? And then just promote these guys. That's all we do. Yeah. You might bring some. You might bring some wasps in on the other side. Oh, he sold his wasps. Okay, interesting. So what will happen here is the crawlers will start attacking everything and then start replicating. It's really gonna be bad for him. Maybe I shouldn't have done the crawler play. That was too advanced. That was a very advanced tactic. Not ideal for an educational video like this. It's a... I like the fortresses here. I think it's particularly good. Could, I don't know, could do the farce here as well. Um, but my Mustangs do the same thing. So I'm gonna go for the fortresses. They don't really help my composition much, if I'm honest. Um, so I could sell one. We don't need to. Promote these guys. Promote these guys because they've been doing a great job. He's got a lot of crawlers on the ground, and we have to worry about that. So I'm gonna bring in some more Mustangs just to help with the chaff clear. And we can promote these guys. And we'll go from there. Get rid of these pesky crawlers. He's now also gone replicate. Okay, it's a good way to counter when someone has gone replicate. He does have more crawlers than me. What did he choose? He chose the Farseer. Okay. With the missile interceptor. Okay. Not a bad choice. The fortress is doing their job, protecting my damage dealers. Okay, and that's a GG. Okay, let's have a look and see what happened here. Yeah, so once again, Sledgehammer carry. If you're gonna go Sledgehammer carry with crawlers, yeah, you need to figure out how to make use of that, right? I don't think replicate was the right choice here. He should have gone loose formation maybe, and replicate to counter. If I didn't go replicate, I would have suggested for him to go loose formation because I only have the arc lights to clear all of these crawlers, and scorpions don't really do well with chaff clear and a lot of chaff. So if you get loose formation, yeah, they really struggle because they're gonna try and shoot individual crawlers instead of a group because they're bunched up. So yeah, that's definitely something he could have done here. His marksmen were his main damage dealers, and he didn't invest anything into them. A good way of countering scorpions is by using stormcallers. They're very good. I would have gotten stormcallers here if I was him, and gotten range on the marksman. Yeah, that's about it. Then it would have been a bit more of a competitive game. He's only chaff clear with these arc lights, also not ideal. I guess sledgehammers with rage is good for chaff clear as well, but I think he wanted to use them more as like damage dealers because he was investing in them. Not ideal. And then yeah, protein wasps sold them, couldn't make up his mind. Also not ideal. Good amount of chaff though. Definitely good amount of chaff. Okay, next game. Last game. And then we'll do like a final thoughts or something. I think what I'll also do is maybe some of my subscribers can send in their games and I'll do analysis on them just to help. This is so good. But I don't want to play aggro, because if I play aggro, it's gonna be a really quick win. Let's just go speed specialist. That is the best specialist. I would have chosen that if I was playing higher ranked players, because it's so good. Typhoons and balls and crawlers are just like an amazing composition when you're playing aggressively. Alrighty. So we've got steel balls and arc lights, and he is a cost control specialist. I suspect that he will do something aggressive with these steel balls. I need a way to kill them, right? And I need a way to kill these arc lights. So let me think. I'm gonna bring in some marksmen. I think that'll work nicely here. And then we'll just use a recommended formation. I think this one is good. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually gonna move the marksman over here. And generally, if it's an aggressive player, actually I think this might be better. Yeah, you want to be more compact when it's an aggressive player. Okay, so he did not go for aggro. It's not what I expected at all. But he did bring in crawlers, so we do need to think about that. Okay, so the reason why I won that round is because I didn't clear his crawlers quick enough. So yeah, all we need to do is clear the crawlers, right? So let's bring in some arc lights. I don't like any of these reinforcements really. They're good. We could go fortified echo. We could go improve sandstorm. Sandworm. But yeah, I'm not particularly interested in any of this. I'm not going to use it right now, so I'm going to skip. We did say we're going to get some arc lights, so let's do that. Just plunk them down in the middle here. I'm going to bring in an additional unit. I think I want some. It's either crawlers or another stormcaller. It's a very interesting composition. It's got no. It's got no anti-air. Maybe you'll bring in some wasps. Let's do crawlers. Just keep up with the crawler theme, and then get some HP. I really like getting defense enhancement. If you've got an extra 100 within the first 3 or 4 rounds, it's really good to get it because it increases the HP of all of your units, which makes them harder to kill. Okay. So he's added Mustangs to his composition now. Okay. Keep in mind, cost control has a disadvantage. Yeah, the arc lights worked. And now he needs to bring in more chaff clear as well, because my crawlers got onto him, which is not good. That's a sign that your chaff clear is not working. The Typhoon is brilliant for him. The Phoenix is also really good. For me, it's between the Sabertooth and the Scorpion. Maybe even the Typhoon, because I really like the Typhoon as a unit. You'll go for the Sabertooth. But let's get it. As well. Bring in some more chaff on this side because it worked so well. I think I'm just gonna react to what he has on the board here. He might bring in some more crawlers on this side, so that's why these guys are here. I think we'll put slightly further back. And then maybe some more marksmen. Actually, I think I like arc lights. Let's do more arc lights. Why not, guys? Because he might just bring in more crawlers. And then we'll get attack as well. Attack announcement. Okay, he has decided to go for the Scorpion. Interesting. Scorpion did a lot of damage. We don't get the missile interceptors. Not great. Good choice by him to bring in the missile interceptors. Really good choice. I think in this position we do want to go for the marksman. I would, if I was playing a high level game, I would actually choose the Iron Blast or Eon Blast because I'm really good at aiming it, and I'd be able to do a lot of damage on his board. Maybe I should do it for educational purposes, but I don't want to win too hard. This is gonna be a massive advantage for me, so I'm just gonna go with the subsidized marksman because I do need to buy more marksmen, specifically to counter the arc lights and the scorpions. So let's do that. Give some promotions for the guys that have been doing great. I'm tempted to go range on my arc lights just to deal with some of the chaff that he has on his board, but he only has 2 sets of crawlers, so don't really need it. I think I will go range on the Sabertooth. It's gonna help. And then we can just upgrade the Stormcallers. Okay, he's gone range on his arc lights. I'm guessing he's doing some sort of like carry arc light build here. And he's brought in marksman. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so the range on the Sabertooth really worked, but now I think we need range on our marksman. So we should do that ASAP. He might bring in the Vulcan. It's a really good idea for him. I kind of like the rhinos, if I'm honest. Not great into the balls, but something that'll do a lot of damage. Let's go for the rhino. I'm just gonna put them over here. Get range on our marksman. Upgrade these guys. I think we bring in another one. Just because we can. And then get another marksman. And put him way back here. Yeah. Okay, he also went for the rhinos. Cool, man. Got a lot of marksmen. Okay. It's a lot of marksmen. Let's see, what did he change? He just brought in more of them. No, he didn't. He's got 3 only. What was the difference there? Not quite sure what the difference was. I'm gonna go for bombardment here. I think it's really good because all of his units are clumped up like this. Which side? Let's just do it in the middle. Like this. And then we need to protect in case he does it to us, so let's just put down a few shields. I'm gonna get field maintenance on my saber-tooths just to make them tankier. And then know if these rhinos are actually doing good work here. But I mean, we can always just bring in more marksmen. I think that's fine. I'll just put them on the sides here. Okay, good choice by him to protect. He's now got loose formation on his crawlers. Did he bring in more crawlers? I think he did, eh? He's investing in his balls. Very good idea to do that. Because they kill the saber-tooths. We could do the same thing. Game is close to ending, so we'll just nuke him. I think it works really well here. Let's nuke on the side. Once again, because he's nuking, I'm just gonna put down a bunch of shields. Get more crawlers. I think that's fine. I think we should be okay. These steel balls are a bit of a problem. And the loose formation crawlers. But we'll... I think his nuke is going to be better than mine. Yeah. his nuke was definitely better than mine. Okay, cool, man. I think we'll do the same with our crawlers, loose formation. Since the game is ending, I don't want to invest in efficient light manufacturing because I'm not gonna get the return on it yet, and I don't think anything else is really good here. Maybe the missiles, but yeah, I'm just gonna skip. And then I think we'll get loose formation and promote our guys. I'm gonna get electromagnetic shot. And then what else? Maybe some fangs just to protect over here. No, that's random and very late, but could really help. And then another shield on the side. These missile interceptors were really good value for him. I think the electromagnetic shot was really good here. Disabled all of his tech. Very good choice on the crawlers with the loose formation. And the steel balls actually ended up doing really well against my saber-tooths. Once again here, I think the problem, he had good ideas as to what he wanted to do, but just like bunching everything up like this, only using this part of the map, where as you can see, I spread all of my units out. It's just positioning. For him, I would say if he had better positioning, you might have actually won this game. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. I think that's it. I don't see anything else. Maybe more chaff on his side. He did bring in extra crawlers, but once again, I just had way more than him. And yes, it did work for a bit, but then I did it on mine, and I just had more. So yeah, it wasn't ideal for him. Loose formation is really good against scorpions if the opponent doesn't have good chaff clear. Arclights can't actually deal with loose formation that well either, so very good counter there. Alrighty. Now I need to go lose a few games so I can give back some of my MMR that I stole. But yeah, that was that's gonna be it for this video. I hope it was educational. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything you'd like me to cover in the future, any sort of educational videos or informational videos that you want, please let me know in the comments down below. And I will be streaming tonight, so check me for that. And until then, thanks for watching. Peace.